And we're back with some more Avorion, a game I should have stopped playing already, but I got distracted enough to play like, this is just an empire at this point. We're up to about 300 million. That's a small empire. We could have went an awful lot bigger on the mines, but it started to lag out a little bit, so I'm like, we'll stall back. And I discovered a whole bunch of interesting things. I just got distracted. In fact, the tagline for this game should be, I got distracted and now it's tomorrow. That's pretty much everything that happens in this game. Anyway, for reasons that will become obvious later, we want to make ourselves a bunch of salvagers. We want to reconfigure all our mining ships into salvagers. That leaves us a problem, though, because we need to have salvaging lasers on those, and we've got currently mining lasers. This leads us back to one of these things that has been grinding me down for a while, is finding the things you want. So, this here is where you can build turrets, and here we can get some decent ones. We can get this premium purifying salvaging laser, and purifying ones you don't want. The reason being, they take the raw ores and they turn them into a refined product immediately, and the efficiency on this is about 16.6%. That's not great. We don't want that kind of efficiency. This one's got 21% efficiency. This one, however, is a dual ore miner. Now, ore miners just means it gives you to your raw. So you get the raw material out, and then you have to take that to a refinery and refine it down. But this gives you 86% efficiency, meaning yes, please, this is what we want. So for salvaging this thing, beautiful. This here is all the different components it would take to make it. Now this is the required components, and if we say grab these laser modulators here, we can actually turn the efficiency up. It's at 88, 89, 90, 93. So we can cap that out at 93%. In fact, let's just increase the damage as well. Why not? High capacity lenses? Sure. Let's, what does that do? That gives us more range. Completely necessary, but we'll do it. We've actually got the parts already. I'll show you how we got those later and how we're going to get more and all this sort of stuff. But let's build this. Let's build one of these lasers. In fact, let's build two. It seems to be instantaneous. As you can see, yep, they just show up right in there. Of course, we've now run out of laser compressors, laser modulators. We're going to need more of these. But that's okay. We can buy more. In fact, I'm going to show you all the different ways this game allows you to do some crazy stuff. Ooh, and I want to try something out that was mentioned in the comments as well, and that is we are going to go into the blueprint section for this. This is where you can make your own blueprints. You can find a turret out in the wild, bring it back here, and they will allow you to convert that turret into a blueprint so you can make more of them. We're going to take that very turret we just made, and we're going to convert it into a blueprint. Now, I know this seems dumb, but there supposedly is reasoning behind this. So we convert that into a blueprint, and then we can go back in here and we can build customized turrets from a part, or we can use our own blueprints. So as you can see here, this is our blueprint for the turret. You'll notice that it only costs 20 laser compressors, 8 modulators, 8 high capacity. Basically, by turning it into a blueprint, we've reset its costs. Now, we can't modify this or increase it any further than it already is, but it does mean it's now cheaper for us to build those turrets as it costs us less of all the required parts. Acquiring these parts early on is really hard-ish, sort of. We'll get back to it. But what we've done now is we have so much money, we can just brute force buying these parts. So, what we can do, go in here, and we have a dog's body. This person has a trader on board. We've given them a trader, captain, a few different bits and bobs, but we're going to have them do a mission, a procurement mission. Yeah, procurement mission doesn't really matter where we click because, well, we're kind of in trouble here. And we're going to tell them we want those laser compressors. However, you'll notice if we hit laser, all we get is laser head. Then we have to keep scrolling down. Turns out there is no laser compressors available on this map. We haven't discovered anyone that sells them, which means we've got to choose the star option, which doubles the price. We also want to get the other stuff, a little bit of finagling of the numbers, and there we go. We're going to get 60 laser compressors, 24 modulators, and we'll have to pay a bunch of money for it. It's like 1.7 million, but this is enough to make those three of those turrets we'd like to build. Ambush probability 1%. We could decrease that even if we put on, say, delicate unicorn, even if the back them up wouldn't fix it. But done. And that is another way to get turret components. Now, of course, there are other ways we could get turret components, and we do have 300 million, so let's explore a couple of those. First thing we do, contact the shipyard. Hey there, buddy. We would like you to build us a ship. A station ship. We'll call Station 2. Perfect. Ooh, we're getting really close to our ship cap, by the way, so we're not... I don't think you're capped on stations, but you need ships to turn into stations, so we should be more careful of that. Anyway, we're going to have the shipyard queue that up. Then we fly this terrible tinfoil piece of thing right just somewhere closer to our central stations. And then we found a station. And what were we looking for here? Here we are, laser compressors. Oh, actually, I should probably point out, these are the basic factories. These are the low-tech factories. These are the advanced factories. These are the high-tech factories. And these are other stations. Yeah... Like, if you want to make your own turret factory, you can. Cost 25 million. I might get into that later. But anyway, we were looking for, yes, laser compressor factory. So we will just construct one. Perfect. Yeah, whatever. Now, remind me to reconfigure this. On advice from the comments, my stations are a little bit light and weak, as in I put armor plating on them, but it turns out you can just put in absolutely gobsmacking amounts of stone. It drastically increases its hit points and its mass and makes them much more stable. This way I don't accidentally move them around when I bump into them, which has happened a few times. So this is the new station design, which is basically a big slab of rock. But this will now be able to produce laser compressors for us, which is exactly what we want. Now, it will take a while before it spins up, the cargo bay is empty, and these things require different components, none of which we're producing, so it's going to need plasma cells, transformers, energy cells, and wires. And when it gets all of those, it will start producing the laser compressors, which we could sell or take for ourselves. In fact, let's throw in a quick laser modulator factory as well. And there we have a very, very identical looking station that will produce laser modulators. Should we do the high capacity lenses? Nah, they're cheap. Who cares? Wonder how that will affect the trader when he comes back. Where is Dog's Body? Oh, they'll be back in 9 minutes. And it's time to get prepped for a couple of other ways for us to get turrets that are just... They don't... this game has so many little quirks to it. Pirates are at... Oh, damn it. 3 things happening all at once. Okay, 2 things. On the right-hand side, see all those little things that have shown up? Advanced mining subsystems, all of those turrets? Yeah, all of that stuff was stuff we got from Scavenging, which we were about to go hard into. All of those pirates in front of us are now destroyed. We set up our core base inside the home system. This is the capital world. Yeah, this is the Continuum Prime. This is their capital system, which means they're willing to invest a lot of resources in defending this. So it's constantly full of ships. Pirates show up, they instantly get their butts handed to them. And that's sort of why we configured ourselves here. You are just about done. Well, I decided why not. We might as well put in the high-capacity lenses while we're waiting for our trader to come back. One thing that took me a while to figure out was when you go into your inventory to look at all the stuff you have, see that orange flashing stuff? That's stuff that's appeared there since you last looked. So that long-range dual laser, that showed up since the last time I looked. All those flashing things there, they're all new. And this is how you can tell how your salvagers are doing, or anything that you've got set up that brings you in resources. Oh man, that's a lot of junk. Dog's Body has come back, our trader. They have returned with all the necessary goods, so we can pop over to them, go into cargo, and we can take it all. Boom. Thank you. This allows us to go make some more of those drills. So after all of that, we get to come all the way back here and pop out a few turrets. Excellent. But there are other ways, other more... different ways. This is where we get into the weird stuff that I didn't see coming, but it sort of makes so much more sense once you start using it. It makes life so much easier. I want to take all of our advanced miners, scavengers, and our military guy, and I want to take them all down somewhere around here. We're going to go do an expedition, but first we got to travel there. So to travel, we're just going to set up a travel command. It's fine, however, there's this massive ambush probability if we send the ship on its own. So instead, we start grouping people up. So we're going to send all the advanced miners with them. Yep, all of you can go that way. We're also going to send Delicate Unicorn and all of the scavengers. And we're going to make it nice and fast. They'll be there in 2 minutes. Ambush probability 0. We're sending so much ships with so much firepower, there's no problems with them getting there. Now, this is, of course, a short jump. Longer ones, you know, you got to worry about more things. And our ships are not exactly premium right now. But there's stuff coming. We are now on location. We're good to go. It's time to get ourselves an expedition together. And this is where things get a little funky, because I have not actually done one of these. Let's see if we do an expedition right there. There's nothing to explore in this area. Okay. Wait a minute. We'll go a little bit further out. How about there? Perfect. That's it. 68% no man's space. Yep. Let's, couple hours. Actually, no. I just want to do a short little experiment here, but we're going to send along all of our advanced miners. So actually, we've changed the captions on those. They're not miners anymore, but we'll worry about that in a minute. We're going to send the whole lot. The ship is under attack. But where? Oh, fine. After taking care of those pirates and doing some repairs, that was a bit of a messy one. We're right back over here, and what we're going to do is we're going to do an expedition. Now, according to what I've read up on this, well, what I read on the wiki, which we'll see how that works out, this should get us access to a few things depending on the captains that we've sent, and there's a few other bits and bobs. These exhibitions are a bit expeditions are a bit like the mining adventures as well. They just gain you these things. They have certain risks and things. We're sending pretty much everyone, so there's a lot of them. They'll be back in 30 minutes. We're left with that little mining drone. Well, see you in 30 minutes. Huh. So everyone has returned. Oh, and I really should put some guns on a few of those ships. Taking some of those salvaging drills we acquired, we've equipped an extra ship. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick salvage operation. I'm going to show you what the thinking I have behind why you would want to do this sort of thing. Now, quick scrap operation, it's basically salvage. You crank this up, let's max it at 7 hours. We are going to add on the other 3 salvagers we've got good to go. And there, that will peel in about that much resources. Oh wait, safe mode and immediate delivery. Where it drops off the resources every 30 minutes. Now, the resources here are great. You're going to need the resources. You also get a bunch of cash out of this at the same time. They're all good. They're nice. It's actually as efficient, if not more efficient, than mining in several instances, depending on your captains, of course. Then, here's the big kicker. This is all to do with turrets, subsystems, all that stuff. You gain, the salvagers find those as well. I mean, after the full 7 hours, we will have received somewhere between 370 to 496 subsystems. This is very important for the research labs, which we'll get to in a bit. But this is all from one type of salvaging thing. So you get your mining, you get more money, you get all your subsystems, and it's really efficient. This is sort of awesome. And once we've switched all of our miners over to salvagers, ooh, yeah, that numbers will be going up an awful lot. For example, we could still start sticking people on now, and the more people you add on, the more salvage you're going to get in. In fact, I'll keep a few of the miners around, but let's see. Yeah, I'm going to keep, say, 2 of them for refit for now, and then I can cancel some of these. I can bring some of them back as we need. In fact, I can bring them back one at a time. So we'll send all of these off. That means we're going to get over 1,000 in subsystems. That's a lot. Unfortunately, they're mostly equipped with mining lasers, so we're losing out on a bunch of other stuff. We should resend them at mining instead for money, but all I really care about right now is the subsystem, so we're just going to let that run. So we can start that up. They all disappear and go off and do their thing. Now, what you can do, though, is you can either hide those ships so that we don't see them showing up in here anymore, but if, just say, we decide, hey, we want some of our miners back, we can grab one of the advanced ones, and then we can just hit the recall button. Just will drop them out of wherever they are. Now, the thing is, currently they're all located in this system, but they'll start spreading out, and they'll be somewhere in the area you've designated. Now, we picked a nice area for this, but they could end up over here, they could be over here, so we can drop them out, teleport them back home, or jump them back home, and then refit them and slowly start upgrading this. Now, we can't add them back into this until we recall them back, but whatever. We've got the resources coming in, subsystems, and those things also have a chance to bring back more salvaging lasers. All tasty stuff which will improve our odds. This here is a research lab, and it's the next part of the puzzle of why you would want to do things in this way. In the research labs here, you can take any of the items you've got, and you can chuck at least 3 of them. It takes 3, let's say. Actually, let's grab this. We've got 6 of them here. We shall put 3 of them in there. Then we'll just hit this button, feed research to the AI. Now, the thing is, when you put in 3 items, you have a 60% chance that it will spit out an upgraded item. You have a 40% chance it'll spit out a lower item. Unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. So then what we can do is just stick them all back in again. Say, stick in these 3, and go again. Another thing you could do is you could stick in 5 of the same item, and you will definitely get an upgraded version. So you 100% chance with 5 items, 60% chance with 3. However, the 60% chance is the more cost-efficient way to do it. The reasoning being, just say, imagine you have 5 of them. You put 3 in, hit the button, you got a 60% chance of getting a good item. Otherwise, you just get the same item back again, which means you now have, well, the 2 you had originally and the 1 you just got spit out. So you can put those 3 in and you have another 60% chance. So it's 2 60% chances or 100% chance. And over time, it just works out. I mean, maybe don't risk it if you've got very valuable items that would be hard to get again. But there, you could do it all this way. However, there's other ways to make this more efficient. What we can do is we can mark everything as trash that is uncommon. Everything below uncommon is now going to be marked as trash. And there you can see all those uncommon items and all of the green items. So all of the green and white items, but none of the blue items have all been marked as trash. And then we just hit auto research all trash items. Also works on guns. Select type auto research trash items. And done. This might take a second. Okay, I think we're done. Oh, cool. Falls Purifying Miner. That's no use to us. Anyway, point being, that gets rid of all of the low-end stuff. Now, there's still some stuff down here that has to be combined. That's because there's not enough to combine it with. The subsystems seem to have to be combined together. Ooh, I should really make sure I find more code injectors. Never mind. However, that's most of that done. And then I'd prefer to sort of manually do the blue stuff because the blue stuff is a little bit harder to come by. There's not nearly as much of it. And then when we get up to the yellow stuff, I like to be real careful because that spits us out the red stuff. And this stuff, can't really find this out in the wild very often. But say this one here, Combat Turret Control Subsystem. +5 for just a basic install. You get an extra +2 if you do a permanent. That means that goes up to 7 extra turrets. That's almost as good as some of the special unique ones you find. That is crazy good. Okay, and +2 defensive turret slots and 6 auto turrets. That thing's awesome. And I'll get a bunch of those would be very nice. So effectively, what you would do... let me try and explain my thinking here from the beginning. So my thinking here is you go back to your starting location, way off at the beginning. Just assuming you're starting off at the beginning. You build yourself the maximum amount of ships you can. I think it's 4 or 5 with titanium. Or maybe it's 8. I think you can get 8 because you get iron and then titanium. And then you would get one captain, which you'd probably put a Commodore on. That'd be the one you're on. And then you would hire salvaging captains for the rest. Preferably tier 3. You can find tier 3 captains by doing missions, but we'll come back to that. Then you would say, work up all your ships, get yourself some titanium, equip them all as titanium ships. Give yourself a bunch of 2 refining lasers or 2 ore salvaging lasers. Get those 2 ore salvaging lasers and send your ships out on salvage missions to get lots of... It's equivalent to mining, basically. That would get you lots of resources, but also components and weapons. And once you've kind of leveled up to the max at titanium, you then move to the next layer, which would be nanonite, I think it's called. Yeah, nanonite. So you get the nanonite stuff. To get that, you'd move in, and then you'd send out an expedition. And because you have salvaging captains, you're guaranteed on your expeditions to bring back salvaging lasers. And you can use those salvaging lasers to then salvage the nanonite, which then you would use those to bring in more nanonite, and you'd get them to get components like weapons and subsystems, which then allows you to upgrade to the nanonite tech. And then you can use that stuff to jump to the next level, which would be whatever the next material is. I think it's tritanium. And then you would use your salvaging captains on expeditions to bring in the lasers. This is from the wiki, and it's not perfectly in date. There is some stuff there that's not great, but just say you wanted to find a scavenger captain. If you go to scrapyards, you can find the friend is missing missions that would allow you to get tier 3 scavenger captains. Or if you want research people, same things. This is how you find the tier 3 ones. Then there's a few weird things here that are not really included that you don't see. For example, having a Commodore run a mission, being them the one mainly in charge, minus 15% ambush chance. Very useful, but that's not what we're here for. Anyway, scavengers receives bonus salvaging lasers from expeditions. Miners receive bonus mining lasers from expeditions. Smugglers receive bonus cargo. Merchants receive bonus trading subsystems. Explorers receive bonus random subsystem from expeditions. And daredevils receive bonus armed turrets from expeditions. So in theory, instead of using the salvaging lasers, you could use, say, a combination of daredevils and salvagers. Use the daredevils to get guns from whatever location you're at. Use the salvagers to get the salvaging lasers. And then you kind of want to have a roaming fleet of ships equipped with salvaging lasers and heavy guns, and you just kind of swarm everything with 10-15 ships, blow them up, take all their weapons, and then salvage them down for scrap, which gives you all the metal, and then just keep going. Murdering and salvaging your way across the galaxy. That would be an awesome way to play. Now that I know how to do it, the mining way is probably faster and more efficient, but that would be a far more fun way. Oh, I'd love to come back and give this another go, but I don't think the numbers are there, but it's definitely a damn fun way to play, I'd say. So anyway, right now I'm trying to reconfigure our ships. There's, no, I don't want to say this game is amazing. There is components to it that really annoy me. For example, just say you have all of your ships and you've got mining captains on them and you want to swap them over to scavenger captains. Well, you gotta meet the ships. And even if with teleportation software and things like that, you have to get within a certain range of them, and there's no really easy way. Also, if some of your ships get mildly damaged, you have to go to each one and repair it. You can't tell them, hey, just repair. Unless you have a repair ship, which we don't have. I should probably get one of those. So there's a lot of micromanaging stuff, which is kind of annoying, but also a lot of fun stuff, and there's a lot of potential here and there. Oh, and there's one awesome little thing I probably haven't mentioned yet because I completely blanked it. In under the items you get, one of the early items you get for one of the quests is this Zostand wormhole device thing. Great thing about it, you can use it about once every 5 minutes, pops out a wormhole, and then if you fly through that wormhole, it brings you back to the home system connected to your repair dock. And the thing is, your repair dock is, the one you're linked to at the start is in the starting system, as in the very starting area, which is bad. However, once you've got enough money, what you can do is find another repair dock anywhere, and you can change that to be your primary repair dock. Cost you about 5.5 million. Use his reconstruction site, or is it 6 million? Yeah. Oh no, sorry, 1.5 million. Yeah, 1.5 million, and you can get to use this place as a reconstruction site, which means your teleporter points to there. That means you can do things like, find asteroids way out in the middle of nowhere, make a teleporter, teleport back home. Don't know how it works for multiple ships, though. For one ship, it seems to work. Anyway, I am going to reconfigure a couple of more ships for salvage, and then we're going to go hunt down a way to get into the core of the universe. While we're waiting for things to pan out, I thought I'd show you. This is the AI. You find him in a location. There's locations on the map where if you jump around into enemy empty sectors, you will find either the pirate boss or the AI boss, and I should move. And probably turn on the guns. And they give you special artifacts when you kill them. So let's just blast this guy to hell and back. We have, let's just say we've upgraded our ship just a scooch with a lot of guns. We have some firepower on the front. Some of them do not appear to be firing. I'm going to have to check. Oh no, there they go. And the shields are collapsing quite rapidly. Oh my god. I think we split him a bit. Okay, let's get away from him. Oops. Sorry. Coming through. And the AI is weird in that every time you shoot a bit of it, it breaks up into other bits. Oh god. You know, hey, you. Stop being so fast. Slow down like the rest of them. And there we... Oh. Come on. Ah, that's really annoying. This is the fast bit. I suppose we'll take it out while it's close to us. And as you can see, every single little piece of it turns into something. So you have to blow up everything. Like, just everything. And I think we got everything there, yeah? Perfect. And now you can see that slow blob coming towards us. Ooh. There's a rare weapon up there. Let's just go grab it. It's probably made of titanium, but anything that's kind of got that reddish orangey glow, that's top tier stuff. Well, just below top tier, and with a little bit of effort we can make it top tier. Anyway, yes, just murdering the AI from a distance with artillery cannons. Always a fun thing to do. For example, we have several large guns on the front there. Some of them don't appear to be firing. I'll have to double check. Oh, yep, there they go. I think maybe they have no cooldown requirements. That might be it. Never mind. I had some wrong settings on a few of them. Where were we? Oh, yes, you. How about you die? Oh. Yep. I'll just finish mopping these up. With this kind of cannon weaponry, you can shred stuff from such a distance the AI can't even get in range. Oh wait, one of them did. How you doing, buddy? You look pretty tough. For about 5 seconds and then you're dead. For additional defenses on our ship, we've went with a few extras. There is 4 point defense cannons around each corner of the delicate unicorn, and on the bottom we got 4 more as well. So we've got 8 point defense cannons located at all sorts of positions around it, just to make sure nothing untoward happens. Oh great, a bunch of Zostan cruiser corvette thingies have shown up. Whoa. A lot of them. Well, we'll just have to kill those too. I wonder if the AI one then will fight. I mean, you know what? Doesn't matter. We're just going to kill everything. Well, finally. Alright, you see those 4 orangey things in there? That's what we really want. They're nice. And there's also a purple thing over there, which is legendary. Let's see what we've got. Last but not least, we get the legendary card. Now, this thing's actually pretty nice. I think this is my 2nd or 3rd one at a time. Permanent installation only, unique to one ship. Replaces gunners and pilots with AIs. Basically, you don't need gunners anymore, which is useful if you're making an awful lot of pilots. Which is nice. Also, you can automate mining ships and stuff like that quite handily. I'm just not bothered. Let's take on Operation Exodus while we're waiting. This was sort of a puzzle stick 'em together thing, but it's not exactly rocket science. This is line number 39, X-186, line number 39, Y-297. This means these two go together, and this is the X and Y coordinates of where we're supposed to go. There's also these ones, X and Y coordinates, where we could go to, and we've got a couple of 29s as well, which gives us another set of coordinates. I have taken all of those and bookmarked them. So we got one here, and we got 2 more over there. Let's go check them out and see what we're in for. This is supposedly, according to the comments, something to do with getting into the core, which I'm trying to do. I thought I needed to get a bunch of artifacts, but no, I need something else to get to the core, it seems. So Operation Exodus it is. Huh. Operation Exodus. Find a beacon with a cryptic message. Anything in here? Let's do a quick scan. Anyone? Nothing found. Well, bugger. Next. Actually, there's a beacon. Huh. Another one. X minus 213, Y 310, code fragment A equals 4F. Enter code? Huh. So A equals 4F? Firm? Oh, there's also a B, so access denied. System temporarily locked. Well, thank you for that. I take it we go to the next set of coordinates they have given us. Alright, we're on our way to, well, whatever the location was they gave us at that last place. Let's nail this. Oh, that stuff on the right? Yep, that's our salvage party hard at work. Alright, Beacon, what do you got? B equals OF. Huh. Well then. OF. So 4F OF? 4F OF. Wait a minute. There's no 0F. Oh, there you go. Oh. Well, YOLO. A small group of alien ships has appeared. Well, that's not. Where are we? What the? Ancient gate? Ah, right. Not ready. Not ready. Let's do a quick bit of a scan. Maybe we'll find something interesting around here. Yep, there it is. Alright, communications beacon. Establish connection. Static noise. Is this thing working? What? Hello, who is this? You from Operation Exodus? Yes, yes. Well and no. I don't understand. We never took part in Operation Exodus ourselves. It was our ancestors who did it. Alright. Yes, the Exodus took place more than 100 years ago. We're the descendants of the... Whatever. Our ancestors used to live in the center of the galaxy. A few hundred years back, alien species appeared. Oh. Organ harvesting. Yeah. Whatever. Okay, how do I operate the gates? Oh, excellent. They've given us an artifact for free. Key to some kind of ancient key. This system has a vertical scratch on the surface. Right. I think this is what allows us to either activate the gates or get into the core. Let me do some playing around. Best I can figure, this is not going to work. We need to get all of these artifacts. So, I think it's 7 or 8 of them we have to get. Damn it. Ugh. This is going to take longer than I expected. Before we go hunting for another artifact, I thought we'd just check out our scavengers and see how they're doing when we do... we're up to 9. So let's see how they work out when we add the lot. So if we line these up for about 4.5 hours, we'll get 4 million in the highest... Well, you can see all the numbers there. But we also get a bunch of cash, and more importantly, we'll get about 600 or so subsystems, turrets, and random junk. In fact, it comes out at about 80 subsystems, or 80, yeah, about 80 per hour, or 80 per 30 minutes. That's actually pretty decent. Just crank it up all the way until our ambush probability stays at 1% or less, and we're not even on safe mode. So, actually, if you put on safe mode, you lose out an awful lot when it comes to scavenging, so it's better off to leave it on normal, assuming you can arm everyone up. But that, every 30 minutes, is going to be a massive deposit into our bank account of money, resources, and components. Now, where were we? After putting together all those miners, which is a little bit time-consuming, it's time to go take a break and go get into a fight. Now, there is this quest, the Brotherhood. It's on a bulletin message, and they say they'll pay for these artifacts if you bring them to them, and they say they'll pay you 100 million. Now, I've seen a whole bunch of buoys that say, no, it's a lie, they'll kill you, they'll attack you, blah, blah, blah. So I know this is an actual ambush. Valuable objects detected? Where? Huh. Let's ping. What do we got? Scanners online. Success calling the collector. Please be patient. Extraction will begin shortly. I have your artifact. Yes, you now give it to us. What about my reward? Do you really... boys and girls, let's build this magnet in space disc and get the artifact. Right. It's the 4. Ooh. We have Shield Breaker, Tankum, Reconstructo, and Hull Breaker. Okay, so this guy hurts shields. This guy hurts hull. This guy's just a tank. Reconstructo? Ah, healer. Okay, so you're the medic. Right, so medic first, everyone else second. That's the rules of the game. Oof. Where are you? Okay, you're at 44 kilometers. Oh, yeah, that guy's a little bit too close. So Shield Breaker, actually, maybe we can kill Shield Breaker before they get a chance to kill us. No, that guy can take a pounding. And they've got Shield Breaker weaponry, so let's stay away from them. Okay, so that leaves us with picking them off one at a time. This might take me a minute. Opportunity has presented itself. They've stood up, and the medic is way back here. They definitely got to be the medic. The fact that they're hanging so far back, these guys will be able to close the distance pretty fast. They're 60 kilometers away, but this guy's almost the full 100. So I say we shoot straight through the middle and go right for Reconstructo. Okay. We afterburn pretty much the entire way there. Come on, hit the juice. There we go. And we want to get up close and personal with this guy as quick as possible. And make him eat as much damage as we possibly can. Oop. Let's change the priorities on this. Attack target, please. We want you facing front now. Damn it, why aren't you already firing? My bad. Whoa, that guy has a lot of shields. There we go. Well, Reconstructo, your shields are about to fail. And we're about to get hit from the side. Yeah, I think we bail. I think we've done enough damage for now. Oop, oop, ow, ow, oop, ow, oop, ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ouchie. Okay, relationship to Brotherhood has worsened. Oh no. How unfortunate. Wait a minute, what's going on? Oh, the Zotan have shown up. All right. Well, that makes things a lot easier. That means they're going to be distracted. Now, where's Shield Breaker? I would love to get my hands on Shield Breaker right now. We could knock out Shield Breaker. That means Hull Breaker would be far easier. Yep. Let's get them while they're distracted. The enemy of my enemy may not be my friend, but they make a wonderful distraction while I kick in the teeth of someone else. Okay, go, 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 go. That's perfect. Wow, your shields are actually pretty tough to start with anyway. Damn. You can take a pounding. Kind of wish I'd put more guns on here. We've got just enormous amounts of guns, but it's still not enough. Yep, there we go. We're through. I'm afraid you're a dead man walking. Even with all of our overheated weapons, we could back off for a bit and let our weapons recharge, but I would prefer to stay on them and just make sure nothing escapes. And that's 2 of the Brotherhood down. We'll come back in a bit. Time to recharge. Actually, never mind. The Zotan just beat them. What are they called again? Estant? Whatever. The alien punks did it. Right. Let's go take them out. Does this guy not have shields? Oh, buddy. That's a bad idea. We got a lot of cannons up here, and those cannons love unshielded targets. If they can hit anything. Oof. Our accuracy is absolutely horrendous versus this guy. Oh my god, we're just scratching him. Hey, shoot him. There we go. Perfect. Now let's go collect all our booty. At some point to there, I got a declaration of war. To Francis John, this is a declaration of war. Sender of the declaration of this declaration. And Francis John are now officially at war with each other. We have turned the cheek long enough. Blah blah blah. Who's the sender? There's no person in the from. Like, you've declared war on me, but I don't know who you are. It's like, yep, that's great. I'm pretty sure I've got another declaration of war in here I don't know who either of these are from. That seems mildly stupid. Just, put your... If you're going to declare war on someone, send your name. Or just don't declare war. Either way, it's pretty much the same thing. Okay, we have returned home. Let's see what we actually got out of this in terms of... Okay, artifacts. Ooh, we got 2. We got grounding shield ionizer. Yeah, we've seen some versions of that already. Just gives you electrical resistance with no downsides, which is nice, I suppose. Legendary. Okay, generated energy plus 30%, recharge rate plus 25%. I presume that's in your batteries. Yeah, it is a battery symbol. Armed turret slots plus 2, arbitrary turret slots plus 1, unarmed turret slots plus 2, shield durability plus 25%. Ooh, yeah, that's big. Jump range plus 1, recharge energy minus 15%. Huh. I'm gonna have to look up what the hell that means. I presume, is that for your guns? Or, oh, that must be for your jump. As for your jumping, it takes less energy. Cargo hold space increase, velocity increase, loot collection range increase, excellent deep scan range and radar range. Oh yes, yeah, that is definitely getting installed. Weapon-wise, we have a long-range triple devastator. Ooh, 27 kilometers of range. Oh, lots of damage. Wonder if we could make a blueprint of that. That would be interesting. Yeah, quadruplasma cannon, fierce repair laser. Yeah, I don't care about the repair lasers. Premium double beamer. That one looks really nice. That's a lot of damage. A bunch of other random stuff. From what I can see, we are missing 2 of the items we need. That's a problem. So we gotta go hunting for more baddies. Science lab guy. After hitting up so many of those little yellow sectors, I could not find the necessary satellite things to summon that boss. That's one of the frustrations with this game, is there's a lot of RNG stuff that will drive you a bit nuts, but it is what it is, and I'm out of time. So let's just have a quick look at the bounty, our latest... Oh, this is 3 half-hour segments. So every half hour they send us these packages. So that's half an hour of work by those 9 ships, that's a lot of resources. Oh, only 42,000 credits. I feel like they're kind of cutting me short there. But there's a whole bunch of these. You can't really see all of the extensions in here, but there's a load of them. Let's just take those, and those, and those. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch there on the right-hand side that all just came in. Then you can just pop in here and have a look at the inventory and see what actually showed up. DPS-wise, flawless blaster. You know what? Let's just put this back to rarity again. Only some... Oh, ionized triple. Nope. Loads of stuff that we can use to upgrade and dump into our lab. As well as that, you can take things... Oh, there's actually scrapyards. I never covered that. I meant to. You can take those mining lasers and all of those low-end mining scavenger lasers and all those, and you can break them up for parts, and then you can use those parts to build the shiny new ones that we like. Anyway, this was Avorion. Heavily addictive, kind of procedurally generated, and there is some jank to it. Namely, a lot of running around. You might spend ages just running around. Like, I didn't explore this map. I had to buy Explorer maps because there's just too much map. The procedural generation is amazing, but you will never explore more than, say, 10% of a universe, unless you really just are a little bit sadistic. Masochistic. Whatever. Anyway, I'm going to cut this out here and get myself some sleep. I hope you enjoyed, and good luck.